Coach Enoch here. This routine is meant to help activate your hips, your low back, and your legs to get you ready to run, or it can be done after runs as well to add in extra strength, mobility, and hip health. For this routine, it will be a follow along, so you'll get to do it with me. First, we're going to start with windshield wipers. With this windshield wiper, what you want to do is set your feet out in front of you, and then as you hinge, you want your knee to drop down into your arch. So find that placement. It may be a little further hip distance apart, and then you start to move. So all you're doing here is squaring up with your knee that's to the side, like so. This is number 3. We're going to do 5 on each side. Following along, moving with control. Starting to warm up your hips. Excellent. All right, 1 more on each side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same movement, but as you find that position, square over your knee that's out in front, activate your left glute here, my right glute's down, left glute here, and hinge over. Then as you come back to the other side, same thing, activate, hinge over, feel that stretch through your glute that's grounded to the ground. Hinging, keeping your hip activated. You can come down as low as you can go towards your knee while keeping activation in your lifted glute. Continuing on, find your breath. Exhale as you come down, glute engaged. We'll do 1 more on each side, glutes engaged, coming through. Exhale, come back through center. All right, moving on to our next exercise. This is the glute bridge. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lay back, relax your head and neck. The weight's going to be in your shoulders. Hands come along your side. Bring your feet to where you can just touch them with your fingertips. This helps access your glutes instead of your hamstrings. Then from there, you're going to press up, engaging your glutes, pressing into your hands. And we're gonna go for 10 of these. So pressing up, coming down with control. Pressing up, down with control, up, down with control. Keep your knees pointing forward. You may need to hug them in slightly so that they stay stacked over your ankles. That's 6. Weights in your shoulders and in your hands. 8, 2 more. Keep it going. 1 last one. Coming up and slowly coming down with control. Now we're gonna move to lateral leg raises. For this routine, what you wanna do is support your head and neck with your hand or your forearm or a pillow. Keep your hips stacked, top foot, toe points down, and then we're just coming up, raising, activating our glute med. Now we just got our glutes, we stretched out our hips. Now we're moving to the glute med on the lateral side. Here we go. And 5, switching over to the other side. This is just quick and punchy, just activating everything, getting your hips nice and healthy and strong. 4 and 5. Now we're gonna move to our donkey kicks. So you wanna find a strong tabletop position, pressing through your knuckles and your wrist to take the weight out of your wrist actually here, keeping a micro bend in your elbows, and now you kick up. Avoid letting your low back round, keep your navel drawn towards your spine, and it's just a small movement, activating your glutes, stretching out through your hip flexor, and 5. Now we're switching to the other side. You don't have to spin around, I'm just spinning to show you. 2, 3, 4, active flex in your foot, and 5. All right, from here we're gonna do fire hydrants. So, what that looks like, same position, tabletop, coming out to the side. This is gonna be a small movement. Starting to feel your glute med wake up even more with this. 1 more on this side, and then switching to the other side. Again, just spinning around so you guys can see. Great work, things are starting to really warm up, feeling loose. Maybe you're doing this before your run, maybe you're doing it after, maybe in the evening. 1 more on this side, it really is great at any time. From here, this is gonna be knee circles forward and back. Honestly, this is probably my favorite. I think this helps me stay healthiest when I'm really training hard, is you come back and around. So this is a knee circle forward. 3, it's a pretty small movement. 4 and 5. Now going backwards, this is the other direction. Keep your hips level. Like if you had a glass of water here, it could just sit on them as you're going through. 4 and 5. I could do those all day. Love it. All right, continuing on, other side. So this is going to be the forward. So you're pushing back, coming around, stabilizing. Imagine that glass of water on your sacrum, balancing. One more on this side. All right, now fire hydrant and looping around. Knee circles behind you. 3, 4, and 5. All right, final one, supine twist. So for this, you're gonna lay on your back. Bring your right knee in first towards your chest, and then as you exhale, bring it towards your armpit. Then pull it across your body. Bring your right arm down to the ground. Prioritize keeping your shoulder on the ground, and then just bringing your knee across, back to center. Across, back to center, just stretching out your low back. Across, back to center. One more on this side. Across, back to center. Now, switching out. Left knee comes in. Active flexing your right foot. Hugging your knee in. And then now you start to bring it across. Grounding your opposite shoulder to the ground. Sending your gaze wherever is comfortable. I like to look the way that my hand is. Bringing your knee across. Gently releasing your low back. One more on this side. And then you're finished. I hope you enjoyed this routine, and happy running.